Okay, I am back from hiatus. Yes, I am sorry, but not at the same time. Let's get back into Dokkaning. I know somebody misses me. Ah, shit, I'm back. But anyways, man, like I said, I've been on a hiatus. I do want to do a review of this Gogeta. Gogeta's a pretty good character. He did EZA. I had my problems and issues with him, and I want to address the issues and problems with this guy in this video and the strong suits and benefits of this guy. Of course, I'm going to be on my JP account because he's just at a higher percentage in the hidden potential, so it only makes sense. Plus the team. So, I mean, it really only makes sense for me to do this. In this video, this is sort of like an overview of the unit. At the very end of the video, I'm going to grade this unit, give my personal ratings on this unit. We will be going into different... I would say this. I mean, if this ends up being more difficult, then... I mean, I'm pretty sure this is going to be pretty difficult. If we have challenges with this, it is okay. That's perfect. We don't want to just come in here and get this done. Honestly, in my opinion, you know, it's no fun when you just one and done these things, right? I sort of want to see something, you know, challenging. So this is stage 5. Like, this is one of the hardest fights in the game, right? I think people with coin. Gogeta probably does just foderize this. Not the INT one, the AGL one. We all know how powerful the AGL Gogeta is. But this is mainly a good look of what the INT Gogeta can do. And like I said, if we breeze through this like I'm sort of assuming we are, then good, right? Actually, this is perfect. We're going to keep INT Gogeta in slot 2. No, actually, we sort of want to keep him in slot 3 because we are doing the double Gogeta lead. Now, of course, this is a powerful memory right here. Any support that you can get from these memories are definitely worth it. I know the support memory is a function, you know, a lot of people don't use them, and people should definitely use this. Now, the reason why I'm deciding to keep him in slot 3, even though he's the unit we're going over, is for obvious reasons, right? You can't link with Gogeta. We want Gogeta to get the links. We want the full power. We want the full buffs. So here's what I'm going to do. Since I'm on my JP account, let's do this real quick. I'll just read over his passive. I got the English version right here. I'll try and make sure to remember to throw a screenshot of the English version of this as well. So this guy, just his basic effects. He's starting off with 40% damage reduction. His effects, he's effective against all types. And key plus 4 attack and defense 300%, which is really good. I mean, you can at least tell this part, right? Even if you're not a JP person. The first turn, he has 80% damage reduction. So let's say he gets hit by Trunks right here. We're going to be perfectly fine. I would assume we would be perfectly fine, especially because we're in slot 2. For every attack received or evaded, he gets 25% up to 100%. Oh, no. It's not attack. It's crit. Okay, I made a mistake right there. Yeah, this is crit. This is not attack. As a second or third attacker in turn, he gets an extra offenses of 250%, and he gets a guaranteed additional super. And when receiving a super attack, he has a 70% chance of just countering it. And then from the 10th turn onwards, it's a 50% chance. So this guy is pretty basic, pretty dull. Oh, you know, one thing I did forget to mention is his super attack effect. His super attack is pretty good. Let's just pull this up right here. He has a massively raises attack and greatly raises defense for 4 turns and causes immense damage to enemy, which is a really, really good super attack effect. That actually, so being in slot 4 right here usually is a detriment for units, right? Well, showcasing these units. But in this case, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Why is that the case? Because he's still going to have that 100% extra offenses and the 50% defenses for the next turn. How do we die and how do we lose? If we don't counter, right? Most of these guys in this entire fight can counter. Every unit can counter. AGL Gogeta is the one sort of blunder. I mean, I guess they didn't want to just make him unanimously the best unit in the game, right? The way that they made sure to ensure that he's not the best unit in the game is simply one reason, because of the key blast nullification, right? If this guy had the EZA Super Saiyan 4, the EZA Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta that goes into Gogeta, this would honestly be the best character in the game, hands down. Nobody would even argue with me. If he could just counter any super with that ridiculous 70% chance, he would just unanimously be everyone's #1 pick, right? He would be draft pick #1 overall probably for a long time, actually. But that one thing keeps him balanced in a sense, right? To where you can't just overwhelm the entire game with him, right? Because at that point, everybody would just run Gogeta, right? Now, let me tell you something. Guess who's not on this team right now? The EZA 4s. Why did I not bring the EZA 4s? It's because I brung Ink Gogeta. So 27 million, is that the greatest attack stat in the world? Absolutely not. But he is super effective against all types. He's going to have a 70% chance to just nullify the super. He's got the guaranteed additional. He's massively raising his offenses for 4 turns. And he's going to get 100% defenses guaranteed, right? Because of oh, and we get the counter because of the... Fuck, I don't even remember what I was about to say. But it's irrelevant, right? Oh, yeah, I was talking about why I didn't bring the Force, right? Because Ink Gogeta is here, and I want to showcase him, right? I don't want to just completely overwhelm and dominate with the Super Saiyan 4 EZAs. I think that's still probably the strongest EZA in the game, right? Pan is going to be perfectly fine in a situation like this to where she's in slot 3. Even the AoEs aren't going to do too much. I'm not really afraid of Gogeta eating this super attack right here. And honestly, if things go our way, we will just outright kill Kid Trunks and Goten right here. What do we need? Maybe a couple of crits would definitely work. Are we going to just end up finishing this before we... Because next turn, what we're going to do is we're just going to pop the active skill, right? We're going to pop the active skill for the AJ... What? Pan? Pan takes that much from an AoE. Now, I guess one thing I didn't consider, you know, we can actually dodge with Pan, but we can't dodge Gohan with Pan, and she's... Alright, it's all good. Why? Because now we have a better support team. Is he better? Dude, if he doesn't dodge the AoE, would he end up looking like Pan right there? Probably. I'm thinking about it, and the useful thing about Pan is her scouter, right? The scouter is always going to be so useful, but it's okay. We'll do this. Do I put Super Saiyan 3 Goku in slot 1, or do I put Super Saiyan 4 Goku in slot 1? Decisions. I'm actually going to keep Super Saiyan 4 Goku in rotation. Why am I going to keep Super Saiyan 4 Goku in rotation? Because he just has a chance to counter, right? I would much rather just dodge, right? Just dodge. 50% chance to counter versus a 70% chance to dodge. I'm taking that 70% chance to dodge. I'm doing that. Next turn, we're going to have Ink Gogeta. We can actually afford to put Ink Gogeta in slot 1, actually. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So what we'll do is next turn, we'll put Ink Gogeta in slot 1. We'll see how he'll handle the super. So we got a good representation of him in slot 3 the last turn. Just to show you that he can handle business, right? In slot 2 or 3, his offenses are going to be way higher, but defensively, he's still going to be pretty good. And it's not as if we don't have a 70% chance to just outright counter, right? The thing that's sort of just encompassing is that, yeah, we just know AGO Gogeta can handle business in slot 1. So it's really just like a pick and choose thing. It's like, okay, why would I put Ink Gogeta in slot 1 when we guaranteed, no, even if we get hit, AGO Gogeta is going to live, right? That's the counter. I think that is literally the counter to Ink Gogeta versus AGO Gogeta. First of all, AGO Gogeta is just flat out a better character. Second of all, they're the same character. That's another thing that's holding this Ink Gogeta back. If Ink Gogeta had like the same name linking passive, right? I think that's something that they'll do eventually. I don't think they'll ever come up with a same name like update. I think what they'll do is one day they'll just come out and say, you know what, this character can link, this specific character that we're releasing can link with other Super Saiyan 4 Gokus, right? I think that's a skill that they're going to have to do eventually, because shit is going to be so difficult one day to where they're going to realize, hey, maybe we should get, yeah, this is why I put him in slot 3, by the way. Hey, maybe we should, well, actually, well, damn, no. Actually, this is how I want to play it out. Yeah, I'm going to keep his ass in slot 3. Now, the reason why I was going to put him in slot 1 is because I was anticipating Kid Trunks and Goten attacking in slot 1. But if we can do this to where we can get Trunks to super before we have to deal with anything. Wait, actually, no, this is not good because he only has damage reduction. Yeah, this Trunks right here only has damage reduction. So we're sort of screwed. He doesn't have dodge. He has damage reduction. Pan in this same exact scenario would probably do better than this Trunks. Oh, this sort of sucks because first of all, we have the scouter and we'd be able to super before we get hit. God damn, why didn't you give me this rotation last time? We're not, I don't think we have the strength to kill. Do I just put Trunks in slot? What is his defense? Maybe. should live Gohan Super, right? Right? Am I delusional, chat? And ain't Gogeta's the showcase unit. So it's almost as if like I should just play the turn out like this, right? I honestly believe this gives me the best chance of success. Genuinely. I genuinely do. I know this looks weird, but I genuinely believe this is going to give us the greatest chance of actually surviving. Yeah, 308. Hey, put some respect on this guy's name, chat. We're not going to die from an AoE after we super from Kid Trunks and Goten. But he definitely would die to the super. There's no qualms about it. He would 100% die. He might still die to an AoE. This Kid Trunks and Goten, they get stronger each turn that passes. 35 million from this guy as well, because we're getting the support from the Trunks, right? So his attack stats are a bit higher from the last time. Hey, this ain't Gogeta. If he counters, show me. Oh wait, is he not? Yes! Ain't Gogeta's looking good. If any, he's the more of the story is, this is what we're here to see anyways, is Ain't Gogeta looking like a god. Now, how much damage does Trunks take? Double dip. Yeah, chat. My gamble paid off. But AGO Gogeta is getting rotated off. Here's another problem I'm seeing. If we don't kill Kid Trunks and Goten next turn, do we just outright die? Like, okay, here's the new hope. The new hope is now that Kid Trunks and Goten does not attack in slot 1. Now, we can handle another super attack from... We can handle a super attack from Kid Trunks and Goten with this AGO Gogeta. We're not going to take 360k. Oh, no, the links aren't active, though. Okay, but he only gives us an AoE. Okay, cool. We're good. No. See, I know a lot of people doubted my skills. Yo, you were mad at me for putting Trunks in slot 1. Admit it. Don't lie. Don't lie to me. You were pissed off that I did what I did this thing. But, yeah, let's just active skip. We don't need this. Oh, active skip is currently on. All right, good. Let's do this. Now, I actually don't think Gogeta can live. I honestly don't think my Gogeta could actually live in slot 1. If that's super, actually, would we be at full health though? 1 million defenses as well. Guard and damage reduction. No, we'll be all right? As long as we heal up enough, which we should, right? Yeah, 100%. No, we're good. No. Even if we get super by Kid Trunks and Goten right here, he is fully built up, by the way. I think we will live. Shit, I might be wrong. No, damn, I might be wrong. This guy hits so hard. Not this Gohan. We might barely live. Am I underrating this guy? Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, oh, shit. Wait, whoa. Wait, what? What is his active skill? Let me look this up on the side real quick. He ate that for double. I was not expecting that. Wait. Am I underrating AGO Gogeta? Hold on, is AGO Gogeta stocks going up after? Hold on, let me see this real quick. What does his active skill give us? His active skill. Where is his active skill? Okay. Raises attack for 1 turn. Oh no, this is 12 key super. Yeah, oh, okay. Massively raises attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to the enemy. Attack and defense 70% and all attacks becomes critical hits for 1 turn. Yeah, that extra defense of plus 70% is what helped us do that. If we didn't pop that active skill, we were dead meat. Let's just keep it real, chat. Let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it 1,000. We were dead meat if things didn't go our way. Now, what are we gonna do next turn? Here's the obvious play. We put Ink Gogeta in slot 1. It's just the obvious play. We can't transform, and we don't have any AGO Gogetas on this rotation. Oh! Damn, I might need to... Bro, I might literally only have to do this fight. We get to see this. We'll talk about... Wait, before I pop this, we'll talk about this guy's active skill after we see it. Yeah, we're definitely going to get this in the video, though. 100%. Yeah, that's the first video so far. All right, so even though this is my JP, whoa, 1.2 mil. Yeah, I mean, so his active skill can be activated after the character receives an attack 4 more times in battle, once only. So that means this guy already got hit 4 times. 5. Okay. So attack and defense 40% and all enemies attack and defense minus 40% for 1 turn. That's actually a pretty goddamn good ability. Now, this guy is actually going to hit decently. I'm not going to say he's going to hit. Like, with 40% damage reduction, 1.2 million defenses, I think we can actually, I think we could live this super even if we get hit, if we don't counter. I think we could live. He's a god. All right, you know what? God damn it, and Gogeta, you are looking so good. Initially I was going into this video thinking I was gonna have problems, but if he wants to show out today, I cannot call him a baddie. If he wants to just show out today, I cannot call him a bad unit. I think we're guaranteed the victory at this point because next turn we're gonna just be able to pop the other AGL Gogeta's active, and we're gonna be able to just nuke his ass with both the Gogetas, right? What fight is harder than this fight? You guys let me know in the comments if this is not like the most challenge, quote unquote. I think maybe it would probably be the Rose and Zamasu fight. That's probably a video I'm gonna have to do, right? Just you know what? Since we haven't seen this and I've been skipping actors all day, let's pop this. Okay, what are the chances that we don't kill him? Like, it's gotta be, like, slim to none, right? Like, if we don't kill him next turn, what do? We Giant Mechanic, get rid of this super, and we're perfectly fine. Hey, maybe this team is just a bit broken, right? Like, I literally ran this team the way I ran this thinking that, you know, without Super Saiyan 4, god damn, he hit that hard still? Holy shit. Yeah, okay, well, damn. Woo. That was active skill Gogeta. 100% Gogeta, by the way. But I had in mind, like, keeping the Super Saiyan 4 EZA and Super Saiyan 4. Well, why do I just keep... I might as well just call them the monkeys EZA. Yeah. The monkey EZAs, I deliberately didn't bring them because they absolutely make this event a joke. Not only is there a scouter involved, but they have a really great chance of just countering. So I was thinking, you know, if I just bring a team, you know, sort of built like this, you know, it'll definitely serve as some challenge. But I was slightly underrating Gogeta's power and underrating Ink Gogeta's power, right? Because the same name is like what's throwing me off, right? It's like, okay, when the character has the same name as such an elite option, it's hard to put respect on that guy's name, right? Like, let's say for an example, what's a prime example of what I mean? The prime example right now is this Ink Gogeta versus this AGO Gogeta. Nobody in their mind is saying Ink Gogeta is better than AGO Gogeta, right? Nobody. But what's another case of there's 2 good, outstanding characters with the same name? I'm trying to think. Like, what is another set of units where it's like, I can't really think of one right now. Like, I'm thinking of like all the most elite options. No, you know, we could take it back. Remember when Int Broly came out and Tech Broly came out? Let's take a pause real quick. As a matter of fact, we can actually skip this or no, we can have it play in the background but not turn on the sound. We can do that. And I'll just talk. So, remember when Tech Broly came out and Int Broly came out? They're not the same name though. God damn it, they're different units, right? You can run them and link them together. So actually, never mind. I was gonna bring up the fact that Tech Broly and Int Broly were you know, pretty relative to each other. It took a while for people to notice how busted Int Broly was. Like, it took a while for people to, like, really give Int Broly his props. But, you know, Tech Broly was just considerably, you know, better, right? Like, his lifespan was just longer and better, right? But Int Broly, he sort of got the cup treatment. Like, oh, he's not that good, until people understood, yeah, double Int Broly's team was just the meta, right? What was another case of, like, a really, you know what I can say is the Super EZA for the STR Goku and the AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and the time limited buff LRs. I am pretty sure the time limited buffs are out, but they share the same name, right? So it is hard to, like, I guess with a team like this is not that hard because they're just so cohesive and they're all so strong that even without the links, they serve each other very well, right? They're very strong. They're very cohesive. They have really good support options. But so the same name, it doesn't really affect them as how much it would affect, like, other characters. But it is hard to give credit to a unit who shares the same name as a character who's just outright better than them. It's hard to give a unit like this credit. That's why I decided to do this video, especially as a comeback video. I know I've been gone for, like, what, 2 days? And I've been talking about, oh yeah, daily content, daily uploads. Man, fuck that shit. I don't have enough subscribers and support to do this shit daily. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna be very frank and honest. I don't have enough support to do this shit every day. I need a break and a rest from this shit. I'm just gonna keep it at band. I don't have enough support. You know, I know a lot of y'all do want me to come up here or not, but it's not like y'all are losing sleep over me, right? Well, oh yeah, we did just get rid of the super, didn't we? You know, the smart thing would be to just do this. I'm not gonna just put him in a position to look bad, right? If I put him in slot 1, there is a real chance that well, he is linked up with Super Saiyan 4 Goku right now. So that means he's getting the extra 10% damage reduction because he's Giant 8 power. Actually, this is going to be his final test. Now, we could win. If this was a video about winning, I would 100% get the victory like this. This is Gogeta's finals test, man. At this point, Gohan's fully built up, right? Is it turn 6 or turn 7? Even his normals are doing a lot right now. Like, you have to, his normals are hitting pretty fucking hard right now. All you have to do, Gogeta, is be in slot 1 and eat the normals. And you're a 10 out of, you know what? I'll give you a flying colors pass. I told you. I told you. I told you. His normals are so hitting so hard. I knew that was death. I knew it. Part of me knew it was death. But it was worth the risk, right? Just to show you, right? And Gogeta has his values. He has his place in the meta. He's actually pretty goddamn good, right? We could have aimed for the win, but I decided not to do that. Gogeta is a slot 2-3 demon. He is. I literally put him in a scenario you never really want to put him in, just to show him off. He is a slot 2-3 demon, but AGL Gogeta is a slot 1 demon, plus he's just outright better, plus he's doing more supers, plus his active skill is stronger. It's hard to give a unit like this any props because he's just replaceable. You understand what I'm saying? He's a replaceable unit, right? And that's why I wanted to, I had to give him some props and some credit. Yes, he's a good, outstanding character. Yes, he's even fun to use. Yes, this brings back memories of the good old times when he dropped and he was just flat out the best character in the game. Wasn't Int Gogeta was like the best TOR in the game. Maybe he wasn't like the best unit in the game, but I remember Int Gogeta releasing and he was unanimously the best TOR in the game. I clearly remember that. Int Gogeta dropped. First of all, he was everyone's favorite character, and second of all, he was just unanimous the best TOR in the game. I remember that shit for certain. Now, his EZA certainly doesn't live up to when he dropped. We just seen that, right? If he was beyond, if he was a 10 out of 10 unit, he would have sat there and ate that shit for double digits. Like Vegeta, like Super EZA Vegeta, he would have sat there and ate that shit, right? This guy does have holes, but he's only bad if you put him in a bad scenario. If I was to put him in slot 2 or 3 right there, it would have been all gravy and shit would have been lovely, right? I did that to show you he's not a perfect unit, but he's very competent. So don't feel afraid to use this guy, and don't don't criticize him too much, right? This is a character who's definitely gonna see, he's gonna see some playtime. You know, he's not just a bench rider. He's actually good to make the 18. I think after seeing this, isn't Gogeta just, is he not like better than these guys? Is he not better than these guys? Like, obviously, I put him in a bad scenario, but it's not as if, well, I don't know, Super Saiyan 4 Goku definitely would have ate that shit. I'm not lying. Like, yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Goku in slot 1, I think he would eat that shit. You guys let me know. You know, I'll leave it here. You guys let me know. Comparing this guy's EZA to these guys' Super EZA. This guy's still going to see lifespan. You know what? I'm going to call this guy better in hindsight because he still got his Super EZA in the vault. I'll say that. This guy's not finished. I'll answer the question that you probably weren't going to answer anyway. This guy's better and more valuable. Why? Because he's going to see a Super EZA in like 5 years. And he's gonna eclipse even this LR. He's gonna be better than this guy when he gets his Super EZA.